This week on Culture in Color, we're exploring art that connects memory, identity, and place. Culture in Color, presented by Dungaluk Studios Art Gallery. Bahamian-born visual artist Anina Major invites us into a world with her latest exhibition, Moments of Being, now on view at the Shoshana Wayne Gallery. Through craft and nostalgia, she transforms personal and cultural experiences into powerful tactile works that stay with you long after you leave the room. Today, we dive into how memory becomes material and how place shapes identity in her art. Welcome to What's Trending, Anina.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
It's so great to have you here with us. So your work often explores self and place. Can you share how your Bahamian roots and your experiences living in different places have shaped the themes in Moments of Being?
Well, I think the most prominent one that shapes it is growing up in the Bahamas, and leaving it as an adult and living elsewhere. I think those experiences is the most prominent one, the one that I look back to the most, and the largest influence of the work. I think about the times I spent with my grandmother in the straw market, running around as a little girl, the lessons she taught me about like plaiting or making objects of my own. And that is something that I carry with me no matter where I go. And I think, so that is like the basis of the work.
Now, there's a strong sense of nostalgia in your work. How do you balance memory, identity, and cultural heritage in your creative process?
Well, a lot of visits home. A lot of visits home goes a long way. Reconnecting with all of the things that I feel are truly Bahamian, all of the things that make me the person that I am, the resourcefulness, the resilience, that we as Bahamians have, the creativity that we have, the vibrancy that we have as far as just how we live life. And I think those are the things that I carry forth on no matter where I am. And for me, being able to exude those through my art in like these gestures that I learned as a child, it's just the best way of being. It's like the ultimate moment of being, I guess.
And Moments of Being invites viewers into very intimate spaces. Can you talk about the concept behind the exhibition and what you hope audiences take away from it?
Well, if this is my second show with Shoshana Wayne, and the first one was titled Inheritance, and it was more of an introduction to this work. It was an introduction to the concept of making that comes from, I would say, like my grandmother, the group of women who, plaid and participate in the straw industry. The idea that something that you grow in the ground is harvested and used to facilitate a livelihood, a kind of independence and agency that may not necessarily be granted to you at birth. And so I think those underlying themes are the ones that I want to carry forward when I'm abroad, and the ones that I want to influence others to consider these kind of non-tangible lessons we learn as kids. So Inheritance was the first show. It was an introduction to the language in which I was going to talk about these things, and that was through plaiting, and how, the exercise of plaiting contributed to my understanding as myself as an artist. And Moments of Being is a continuation of that. It's talking about how that became a language and how those gestures continue to permeate, and how they manifest into sculpture and, in some cases, performance.
That's definitely very powerful. And obviously, as you said, do you see this work as something that is connective, seeing that you do use the sculptures and the straw in it as you focus on the memory and identity in these varying cultural landscapes?
Yes, of course. I mean, clay in itself is such a beautiful material that allows you to freeze moments in time. So my ability to recreate the act of plotting says something about permanence, says something about fragility. It says something about the archival nature, this uh, forever presence that sometimes can seem very ephemeral. Like, it can be fleeting, a photo at times, but something that's sculptural is, it kind of stays with you. It stays with the earth. It stays in the ground. And I feel like through working through sculpture in this way, there's an opportunity for things to have a foundation, to remain like these reminders of the backbone of our society. So it's very, very like metaphorical the way that I'm working.
So what's next for you creatively? And are there any upcoming projects or themes that you're excited to explore?
Yes, I am most excited about my first institutional solo, which will be at the Perez Art Museum in Miami. It is an opportunity for everyone in the Bahamas to hop on a plane and come and see it and be home by dinner if you must. But that will be happening in October. And I'm excited to be able to connect with not only those at home, but the Bahamian community that left home and is settled in Miami in the Florida area. So I'm most excited about that. And I can't wait to enjoy that space and that work with all of the people who I know it will resonate with deeply.
Well, I will say congratulations in advance. That sounds very, very exciting. So Anina, your work reminds us that art can be a bridge between memory, culture, and identity, and a way to hold on to moments that define who we are. So Moments of Being will be shown at the Shoshana Wayne Gallery in Los Angeles through March 21st, 2026. So Anina, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights with us today.
Thank you.
While you're watching What's Trending, stay with us.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.